What's going on? I wanted to do a quick video to show off my collection for the Switch. I wanted to show you, this is the Switch I have here with my red and pink neon Joy-Con controllers. These were my day one standard controller. My other ones are swapped out over there. I got the baby blue and green Joy-Con colors. Wanted to do a quick collection video. Thought I could go off real quick and show some games that I have here. First up I have here is Xenoblade Chronicles 2, great open world RPG. The Blob, this is one of those games I never got around to playing in the Wii. Thankfully it came out on the Switch. Loved this game. Excited that the second one was announced on the Switch. Just don't know if it's going to be a download only or if it's going to be a retail. Hopefully it's a retail copy. Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, great puzzle game. Recent game that just came out, Octopath Traveler, great RPG. Love the music. I think the music is probably one of the best parts about this game. Bayonetta 2, this is great action, action game. I can't wait for Bayonetta 3. This is a phenomenal game. Next up I got Ultra Street Fighter 2, The Final Challenger. I think this is a phenomenal game. I think that this port was really good. Sucks that they made that 30th anniversary collection. I don't have that version yet, but I'm definitely going to pick that up. But this is a great game. Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. This is probably one of my favorite Donkey Kong Country games, and I hope they make a third one as well for this one on the Switch. Sushi Striker, Way of Shishido. This is a fun little puzzle game. It almost reminds me of like a cell phone kind of game, but it's very addicting. I had a lot of fun with it. If you've never played it before, there's a demo out on the eShop worth checking out at least to see if it's something that you might like or somebody that you know may like. Dooms is a really good port. One of my favorite games that I've ever played from Doom in general. The multiplayer is fun. The single player is great. Definitely worth checking out. Even if you don't own a Switch, you own a PC, Xbox, PS4, go ahead and buy it. It's awesome. Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. I have this version on the PS4, and I already had the game back in the PlayStation. I got this version. It was for less than $10 because it came with the 2 levels that were exclusive, and it was on sale. I think I got it for around $7, and it's a portable version of it, so it runs really well, looks really pretty. So this game kind of upsets me that I got already because I never thought it was going to come out to the States, and because I know the Switch is region free, was like, I'm just going to buy it, off the PlayAsia store just because. So Taiko Drum Master, the one time, this game hasn't been in the States, I think, since the PlayStation 2 version. And I was like, I got a Switch, could play games that are region free. And they announced the PS4 version and the Switch version coming out November 2nd. And I should have knew something was up because they had an English patch that's going to come out in August. Even though it's kind of easy to kind of navigate through the system here, because it's a pretty basic rhythm game to kind of play through for the gameplay wise, but I was really I could have waited. I don't have the drum set yet. I'll probably get that in the future. It's not going to come out in the States, which sucks. So you're going to have to pay. If you want the drums, it's a pretty penny. It'd probably be over $80-85 maybe in PlayAsia. So if they have a sale, maybe one day I'll probably nab it, but it's kind of hard to cough up the drum set. You can play with the controller, it works. Not the same effect to what you want it to be, but whatever. Pokken Tournament DX, great port. Has a lot of additional content in here. This is a great version. Mario Rabbids, the game that everybody hated when they heard the rumors. if you've played this game, you know that it's not like what the rumors were, like with the hatred. This game is phenomenal. It's a great strategy game. A lot of effort and heart was put into that. The DLC for Donkey Kong Adventure is great too. Rayman Legends, great port. Great 2D platformer. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, one of my favorite Mario Kart games of all time. They have a battle mode that's awesome in this version here. Splatoon 2. I mean, this is the sequel to the Phenom game in Splatoon 1 on the Wii U. Love this game. I have a lot of issues with Splatoon 2, with this, like with the map rotation still. I hate it that it's 2 hours. I mean, they went from 4 to 2 hours, but I hate that you just can't pick the maps. They have a horde mode in a Salmon Run, and that's time restricted. Some of the shit that they have in this game pisses me off, but overall the game is pretty great. Disgaea 5 is a great it's a great strategy RPG game. Port of a PS4 game, runs phenomenal on the Switch. Shantae, Half Genie Hero, awesome game. Comes with a color manual, which is great. Mario Tennis Aces is okay. I was more looking forward to this game when I played the tournament beta, but then when I got around to getting the main game, there's so many broken characters. The online's a mess still. Kind of not feeling it, but whatever. Skyrim, I don't have to say much about this game. It's Skyrim on the go. That was a good port. Hyrule Warriors is a phenomenal game. Way better version than the Wii U, and a game that people wanted really bad after Hyrule Warriors came out. On the Wii U was Fire Emblem Warriors. Both great Dynasty Warrior style games. My last two I have here is Super Mario Odyssey. This is probably one of my favorite 3D Mario games of all time. If you own a Switch, you should own Mario Odyssey. It's just that simple. And again, this game needs no introduction. It's The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. This is my favorite game of all time. There's a moment when you wake up, like, this is like not a spoiler, this is literally like the beginning part of the game when you like turn on the game and you start the game. Zelda tells you to wake up. Link, you wake up, you exit out like a little like cave essentially, and you walk out off to a cliff, and they give you like this cinematic like scene like of openness area of what you can explore, and it's just like a tiny section of the game. It's not even like the whole game, and that moment it will always stick with me because that is what defined this game. It's the openness, is what you can do. I mean, like, there's so many ways that you can play this game, and if you follow people on Twitch especially, there's always people doing stuff in this game that I don't even think the developers knew that you can do in this game. That's how crazy it is, and it's not even like glitches or anything like that. It literally is based on the physics that they have on like certain items or just objects in general. People can just do things, and the sense of openness, you can go anywhere. You see a mountain from the distance, climb it. You see anything. Like, that's the crazy thing about this game. It's like, yeah, that mountain looks really tall, but there's a way to get up there. And if you get up there, you can find something, maybe treasure, maybe a weapon, maybe a Kokiri Kid, whatever. It's crazy. One of my favorite games of all time. I think between this and Mario, this should be enough for people to just buy a Switch. I showed some games here that I think is worth purchasing for the Switch. The fact that it's portable, the fact that you can play it on the TV, I think it's a great system. So I look forward to what's going to come out by the end of this year. Super Smash Brothers looks great. I think Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu I'm really excited for. Super Mario Party, kind of piques my interest because it looks like it goes back to the old school ways of Mario Party from like the original board game style of gameplay. Bayonetta 3, Metroid Prime 4, the Yoshi game, Fire Emblem Three Houses, Daemon X Machina. There's going to be a ton of games coming out for the Switch, and there's still more to come that I'm sure Nintendo will have a surprise for us when the time is right. We'll probably need Animal Crossing eventually soon. Who's going to be needing Pikmin? Who knows what else is in store for the Switch, but definitely if you were afraid of the Wii U and the lack of games that it had, this system has the third party and the first party. And I didn't even show you my Switch, the indie titles that I have. I have Sonic. Well, I mean, Sonic Mania is not an indie title, but I have some downloadable titles that I don't have here in my collection. I have Sonic Mania. I have SteamWorld Dig 1 and 2. 2 is one of my favorite games. Oh my god, that game is phenomenal. SteamWorld Heist. I have Shovel Knight, the Treasure Trove collection. I have Cat Quest, Fast RMX, Hollow Knight. I mean, the indie games especially are great. And it has Paladins, it has Fortnite. I mean, it's going to be getting Warframe. I mean, the Switch, it has the games. I don't think you should be worried about the content. If you never own a Wii U, the system is great. If you own a Wii U, you shouldn't worry about third-party support. It's there, way more than the Wii U. The system is underpowered, so don't expect a lot of big budget third-party games like Assassin's Creed, Origins, Odyssey, the Destinies. Even though I think the Switch can maybe get some of those games, like the Madden should come out to the Switch. You get FIFA, but you don't get Madden. You get NBA, but you don't get Madden. Madden should be on the Switch. I know that would sell very well. I would buy Madden on the Switch. But I think if the Switch can get some of the third-party support, maybe from the big titles, I think that the system will continue to sell great. And I look forward to end of this year, and I can't wait to see what Nintendo shows in the coming months and future, honestly, for the system. Anyways, hope you guys can enjoy, and have a good one.